Freezing is not a new technology. We find it back in the early 1900s from paintings, documents and others. But it's not before the end of World War II that we find it in a more common household kind of environment. Back then, our grandparents were taking time and caring for foods in which they harvested during the season, whether it's fruits or vegetables, for their own immediate consumption or whether it was for consumption later. Now, what they did not consume immediately was, however, prepared immediately and then frozen and stored so they could use it later on during off-season. I think at Crops we care for foods, and we want to make sure that we have the right preservation method to make sure that that care that has gone into growing these fruits and vegetables is also conserved down the line. And that's why we connect to food, we connect to this care of foods, and that's in our DNA and that's in our family history.
Our family history, our roots, lie in the preserving part of the business, not the farming, harvesting part. Actually, our great-grandfather, De Crop, he founded in 1947 the Frigorifère du Littoral. He was a great entrepreneur. He was the first Belgian to build a factory for freezing fish. The company name Crops actually doesn't refer to produce or harvest, but it refers to the family name De Crop, and therefore the apostrophe.
Well, what our family has been doing for generations, what Belgians have been doing for generations, Crops is bringing to the world for the past few decades. It's this frozen, careful foods that we are transmitting around the world because we feel food should work smarter, not harder. Look, nothing against fresh, but if we're honest, fresh breaks a little bit the cycle. Fresh, on the one hand, generates waste. A lot of produce does not look fresh enough and gets thrown into the garbage can. At the same time, fresh has a sense of urgency to it. You have to consume it now or it goes to waste. And the third one is basically when you look at fresh, you have a very rapid decay of things like nutritional values, which on the other hand, you don't have with frozen. So in that sense, we feel like fresh is breaking the cycle of food.
Crops allows food to reach its full purpose. No waste, no rush, full taste, full nutrition, full potential. It's about making food work the way it should.
I think Crops, if you ask our customers, Crops has always been more an innovative and an advisory kind of supplier to them. And I think that what makes Crops unique is exactly that. We bring advice to our customers, we help them with their and our innovations, and it's a focus on added value more than on a commodity. Because on a commodity, let's face it, everybody can do a commodity. Not everybody can do a commodity with the added value.